Hi YouTubers, welcome to one of my videos. In my tour of the motorhome, of our motorhome I've done recently, at the very end I talked about uninvited guests, and originally I thought it was a bird's nest in the engine compartment, but talking to other van and caravan owners, there's been problems with mice getting in their engine compartment or actually inside their van and eating the food and things like that. As it was a nest inside the engine compartment, I thought I'd treat myself and buy one of these mouse repellers. They're an ultrasonic technology, and you basically fit them in your van or in the engine compartment to repel mice and even rats. Now I'm just going to open it up. They're not very expensive. I'll open it up and I'll pull it out. I'll have to stop the camera to do this. It's not a very big device. It comes with some cable ties and there's operating instructions. And I will be fitting this to my motorhome. Just get it in the back. Okay. And that's what it looks like. And you mount it inside your motorhome. Let's put the light on there. A bit more light. And it's got a red wire which goes to the positive of the battery, and the black wire which goes to the negative of the battery. It's got an on-off switch, 3 lights and 2 cable ties, and it repels the mice or whatever's in your engine compartment by high frequency sound, and it's got several functions, and you switch it on and it goes through a self test sequence. And I'll try and read what it says. Operation, right, let's find it. Okay. Right, installation. Right, I'll have to read it to you, I think. Right. Okay, power on self test. When the initial power is on, the product will go into self inspection. First the red lights flicker 3 times, and then the white light flickers 3 times, and then alarm sounds. Now when it's working or operating, between 1 to 15 seconds the red light flashes 3 times, then the 12 to 25 kilohertz ultrasonic wave is transmitted, accompanied by the white LED flashing 16 to 30 seconds. So what it does, it pulses the sound for a period of time and then goes back into sleep mode or standby, and then it repeats it over several minutes. Yeah, it repeats the process. So it sounds, flashes, goes silent on standby mode and carries on. Now you can switch it off completely with the on-off switch there. You might say, well, hang on a minute, how much power does it draw? Well, the amount of current is 0.005 amps when it's in standby mode, and when it's actually pulsing it's 0.040. So it's 40 milliamp when it's working and 5 milliamp when it's in standby. Now when you start the engine and drive off, it automatically switches to standby mode and stops in standby. So when it senses vibration of the engine and you're driving, it's not emitting the ultrasonic sound. It's only when the vehicle's stationary. So it's in standby mode. Now then, work in progress, power is on then. I see what it says about driving. Where is it when power? Okay, it's also got a low voltage of your battery. So if the battery drops below 9.2 volts, it will enter an alarm saying that the battery needs charging in your vehicle. Now there is, what about vibration? Somewhere it mentions installing when the product detects vibration, right. So when you're driving, when it detects vibration, it automatically stops working, and once you've turned the engine off and stopped driving, it will actually, 5 minutes after the car stops, the product starts automatically and starts working again. So once it senses the engine's running, the vehicle's moving, or vibration, it goes back to standby mode or goes to sleep. When you park up, it will start the sequence again of pulsing and flashing, pulsing and flashing after 5 minutes. Now then, you might say, well, if your van's in storage, is it going to flatten the battery? Well, on my motorhome, I've got solar panels, so they will keep the batteries topped up anyway, so that's not an issue. The only issue I have is physically where to fit it in the motorhome engine compartment of mine, because it only has very short leads. The earth one's not too much of a problem, should be able to find an earth. It's actually finding the positive, and I think what I'm going to do, it's just an idea, I'm going to maybe attach it to a flat piece of wood or plastic and physically velcro it to the engine battery, so it's standing that way in the van inside the engine compartment, not that way, because I don't want moisture to go in here, you know, I'd rather have it that way. And yeah, we'll see how we get on with that, but I'll have to go down the van to have a look in the engine compartment and decide how I'm going to mount it.